Hello and welcome to AutoSave. My name is Nick Andrade and I'm here with my co-host, as always, Camille Salazar-Hadaway, and this is Bioshock. Cam, please, before, if anyone hasn't heard of our podcast or what we do on this show, can you please explain to them what the hell we do on AutoSave?
Well, we're not a regular gaming podcast. We're
Definitely
a cool
not.
podcast. We are a podcast that goes through games alongside you as you play them. We play it chapter by chapter, breaking down every moment in a game and really just nerding out, geeking out about it together. We are pretty much a video game book club, but in podcast form.
Yes, we go through every single nitty-gritty point. Now, maybe we miss a few sometimes, but we pretty much really go in depth to a way that I don't think a lot of other podcasts do. Mostly you hear about reviews of games or, how they thought of certain plot points, but we literally go through chapter by chapter, which is, I think, the best way to do it. Especially if you're playing the game, you can do it along with us, listen to us, and then play the game as well. That's the best way to do it. But Cam, Bioshock is the next game we're playing. We're doing a throwback. We've been doing a lot of new games recently, but this one is an oldie. It's a goodie. It's a game of the year from 2007. Why did we pick this game?
I don't know, Nick. Why did we pick this game? I'm saying it like I'm mad we picked this game, but honestly, I have not played Bioshock before, but it did get Game of the Year back in its time. Does it still hold up? I don't know. I think that's why we want to see the longevity of some of these Game of the Year games, if they still are worth it to go back and play if you haven't before.
Yeah, this is also a remastered version, so it does look a lot better than it did back in 2007. This game came out on the PS3. I think, again, like you said, the most important thing to look at is, does it hold up? And with a lot of these games back in the 2000s, they are masterpieces, but they were masterpieces for us as we were younger and as we were kids. You've never played the game before, so I love the idea of you coming in with a fresh lens. I played this game back in 2008 or 9, I think. And I remember it was one of my favorite games ever. And I do want to come through now as a way older man to see how this still plays.
I know. I feel like a lot of people get the nostalgia bug, when you're going back playing the games you love. I definitely get that with a lot of Zelda games. But having these two different perspectives of myself going in fresh to then Nick going in, revisiting experience that was one that he remembers as being great, is going to give us, I think, two interesting perspectives.
Especially when a time where I think a lot of games don't run through the same formula, but I think Bioshock is one that kind of started a new, I wouldn't say new genre, but the FPS model that wasn't necessarily a Counter-Strike, a Call of Duty. It was something that was creative, but in the FPS lens. And I think that's what I'm most excited of having you play through.
All right. Well, we are going to play through Bioshock, the first Bioshock, right here on AutoSave. You can listen every Tuesday. If you want to comment on anything that we said in these episodes, or, I like to throw out questions to you, you can answer those questions by hitting us up on our socials at AutoSavePod.
Be sure to check out next week with our first episode of Bioshock, and we have so many to go through, and it's going to be an exciting time in Rapture.